Hi guys, I'm Anna. Look who is here with me. Rod Fergusson, the CEO of the Diablo franchise, and Joe Shelley, the game director of Diablo 4. Guys, they were touring. They had a press tour visiting a lot of different cities talking about Diablo 4. And yesterday they were in Berlin. And guess who also was in Berlin? Here I am for you. I went to Berlin to ask them a couple of nasty questions about Diablo 4. Together with other content creators, so we tried to find out more details about this absolutely sick game. Okay, and here is for you everything what was said. Let's go. I have my notes, okay? Everything, all the questions are here, all the answers are here. In this video, guys, I will be looking down quite some time just because, well, I will be checking out the notes. Okay, let's go. First question, Renown System. Are we gonna get every season, with the seasons coming into Diablo 4, are we gonna get reset of the Renown system? Do we have to farm again everything, all the buffs, all the quests of the Renown system? And developers are answered that they are working on providing a fair start for every player in every new season, and in this regard they are really looking precisely on the Renown system, and some things will be actually resetted in the Renown system with every season, but there may be some things will stay account bound. The second question was about the leaderboards. We know that the leaderboards are coming in Diablo 4, but they will be in the seasons. But where exactly? What exactly we will be grinding for, and where exactly you will be placed on the leaderboard? Which activity will have the leaderboard? And the developers, the comment from the developers, the leaderboards, yes, they will be introduced in the seasons, and developers are looking at the competitive events for the leaderboards. Of course, one of the places where can the leaderboard happen is the race to 100. Who will be the first person? How fast you can reach level 100 in Diablo 4. This is the maximum level in the game. But developers definitely would try to avoid it, because when you're developing a game, you want people to enjoy it, you want people to explore, see all the different things, and not to just rush through the game to run to find the most efficient way how you can reach ultimate level 100, the maximum level. That's why when you see, as a developer, when you see this, when people are doing it, it's just hurt developer soul to see this. But of course, developers understand this feeling of achievement, that you are the strongest, you're the fastest, and you are the strongest, you reach the maximum level faster than everyone else. It's understandable, but as a team, they would love to have the leaderboard somewhere else, to put it in some other place. What it can be, where can the leaderboard happen in Diablo 4? It can be nightmare dungeons, obviously. It can be also level 100 boss, defeating level 100 boss in this case. Also, one of the points, one of the notes about the leaderboards from this meeting was that developers really want people to escape the trap of the leaderboard. What does this mean? For example, in Diablo 3, what we have the leaderboard, player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4, and there the person is opening the leaderboard and he sees that on top of the leaderboard there is, rogues. And the person will think that, okay, this is the strongest character, I need to play this character. You're trapped, you are bound, you want to play the strongest character, you're playing a rogue. Even if the difference between rogue and like all the other characters can be 1-2%, it doesn't matter, because, well, only rogues are on the top of the leaderboard, so, well, I have to play the rogue. And developers are really trying to avoid it and kind of find the way how to balance the classes and how to bring the leaderboards that will not force you in one particular character or in one particular build that will be the strongest on this character. The next question. Back in 2019, during the BlizzCon, you said that the best uniques can be acquired via gambling. Is it still a case? And here Joe Shelley said that he's not 100% sure, he needs to double check, but since then, since 2019, a lot of things changed, and since then they added new super duper rare uniques, and they can't be acquired via gambling. You need to kill monsters, you need to be very lucky to get them. So most likely not, but double check. Okay, the next question is about the clans, about the clan functionality and about clan activities in the game. Currently, the clans that we saw in the beta, they are mostly for social interacting. So you can find the like-minded people, you can find a party with whom you will be playing, but there is no clan dedicated activities in the game where you can go on a raid, form a party and go on a raid. And the developers are looking into this. Probably in the future, we will have something like this. Currently on the launch, clan will stay mostly the place of social interaction, but in the future, they will be trying to bring more juice in the clans. One of the ideas that was brought, the feedback that was brought to the developers on this meeting is that it would be really awesome to organize clan world bosses raid. So you're forming 3 parties, 4 players in each, you have 12 players in total, but you're organizing it from your clan. You are doing clan raids, and you're all fighting on the same realm. Developers really like this idea, I guess, and they will be working in this direction. Currently, you have the opportunity, technically, you have the opportunity to do this, but there is no special function, there is no special button in the game or special menu that would allow you to do it properly in the game and to form those parties specifically to raid the world boss. And also will be cool probably to have the clan leaderboard to fight, to have your clan on the leaderboard, who defeated the world boss and how and fast and everything. Okay, the next one. In February, we had Diablo 2 Resurrected later start, and also Diablo 3, only 1 week later, we had Diablo 3 Season 28 start. And with the coming of Diablo 4, it will be also Diablo 4. And developers was asked, are they going to consider other Diablo titles to just not to put them all together all at the same time for people who want to play different Diablo games? And here the answer was that for Diablo 4, we know already that the season is going to take approximately 3 months, and the team is working on making the seasons more predictable, the dates of the season more predictable, so you could a little bit think when approximately this season will be over and plan your life around it, for example. And of course they wanna put separately Diablo 2, Diablo 3 and try to make them not to clash together. Also there is a different Blizzard titles like World of Warcraft, like Overwatch, always something is happening in the community, and it's sometimes quite difficult to consider everything what's happening, and somehow there is not enough dates in the year. It seems like it. But yeah, they will definitely try to make the seasons in Diablo 4 more predictable. And here is the other question. And the question that is a lot of people are wondering. We asked the developers what will happen with Diablo 3 after Diablo 4 release. And here is the answer. Season 28 was massive. Season 28 was gigantic, amazing buff, and there is no way back. We're not giving away our pets that can pick up the items now. In Season 29, the upgrade, the new content, the update will be not so massive. Don't expect, guys, too much, but there will be still something new and sexy. But starting from Season 30, the team will start repeating the previous cosmetics and the previous seasonal themes that we already saw in the previous Diablo 3 seasons, and the team will be more focusing on creating new seasons in Diablo 4. The other thing that was asked, are there gonna be only cosmetic rewards in the battle pass and in the seasonal journey rewards, or we can expect something like Heraldric Gift? Heraldric Gift in Diablo 3, this is the first set that you can get for completing the levels of the seasonal journey. And the answer was, battle pass will have only cosmetic rewards, doesn't matter regular battle pass, not regular paid battle pass, it's cosmetic rewards. And rewards from the seasonal journey, from completing different levels of the seasonal journey, will be acquired only by playing the game, only by progressing in the game. So even if there will be some items, you can get them only for leveling, to progressing, to completing some achievements in the game. Let's go next one. In Diablo 3, we have legendaries with big multipliers. It's locking the player to always use this very item for this skill and for this particular build. Is it going to be the same with uniques in Diablo 4 at some point, or how are you looking at uniques? And here is the answer, that the developers are not adding gigantic multipliers to uniques like in Diablo 3, and they look at this, they're really hoping, trying to escape this in any way, lock of the player, forcing the player to use particular item, particular skills, always go for particular build. Yes, of course, there are uniques that are increasing, somehow working with with some skills, but the hope and the design, the whole idea of itemization in Diablo 3, of itemization in Diablo 4, is to prevent it and to give players the choice how they want to build their character, who they are strong warrior, and how they're gonna go with it. And this is also the reason why there are no sets on the release. Maybe there will be later, but on the release there is no sets, because developers are trying to go really careful with the sets. The sets are stealing the choice from the player. You're finding a set item and then you don't think what to use in the next item slot. You just want to use the set pieces, and it is really simplifying the game. It's simplifying the choice, the build, how you call it. In Diablo 3, sets are dominating the game. You are absolutely not thinking what other things you could use in the different places. You just know that you need to find the set, and developers really want to escape it in Diablo 4. And always the person who is playing the game, he should think that he has his unique character, he can build his unique character. He's not forced into any type of gameplay or any type of items. And developers are still working on the set idea, on idea of bringing sets into the game. So it's not like no sets will never happen. They will probably eventually, but they really want to go careful with this. And sets should be just a nice, interesting choice for your character, but not an ultimate must, and shouldn't be the only choice for your character. And the next question. Are there any plans for white or blue items in the game? Because currently we are only picking them up, using them in the early levels, and then salvaging. And here is the answer. White and blue items, we are not expecting, developers are not expecting you to use in the end game. Yes, they're there for you to use them on the early levels, and then you are going for rares, you're going for legendary items. But there is one potential use of blue, white items when you are unlocking the new world tier. The new item types will start dropping: sacred items, ancestral items, and there they will have higher stats. And here, for example, you could use a blue item once again, but overall, yeah, they are not for the end game here. What was also asked: based on the players' feedback from the beta, on what you will be focusing now? Do you already know what you would love to change before the release? And here is the answer. First of all, early access beta, and now later open beta, is there to test the server stability, and to test the service and prepare them for the actual launch of the game. Because the developers did multiple tests, multiple simulations with bots, with people, with everything, but nothing can give you actual data and actual stress test without the beta test. And this is the ultimate goal of the beta. And here we see that developers already working pretty hard in this direction. For example, guys, if you played early access beta, then you know that on Friday servers where we had gigantic queues, we had to wait, and you could be disconnected. But guys, tell me in the comments below, how was your experience? For me, for example, where I was also had to spend time in the queue, but then when I was actually in the game was running extremely smooth. Maybe once, twice in an hour I was experiencing a little bit of rubber banding, but actually that's absolutely nothing. And I'm kind of okay with this because I prefer the long queue, because I understand the hype and the amount of people that are trying to connect. But when then you're actually in the game, you can actually enjoy it without major unplayable issues, some issues that will make your game absolutely unplayable. So I got it. And here we go. But this was on Friday. On Saturday, there were already no queues, 1 minute top, and the game was running smooth and wonderful. And developers confirmed that they actually fixed they discovered bugs, and they fixed a lot of things already on Friday, and they are expecting the Friday that's coming, tomorrow, open beta test. There will be even more players. It's open beta. And they're expecting also that some issues may happen, but their team is ready, their team is on fire, they are there to fix them, and they wanna find them, and they wanna fix them, they wanna prepare the game for the actual launch. So guys, if tomorrow you will land in a queue, don't panic, don't worry, and don't stress. Think that you're right now actually helping the developers to fix it, to make it better for the launch, and go enjoy, drink something, join my stream. We will have the queue party there on Friday. We will have anyway enormous fun. Besides, servers, developers are also focusing on UI feedback, on class balance feedback. And here is the comment, developers comment. Quoting. So far, what they saw from the community feedback: Barbarian feels a bit weak in the beginning, Sorceress feels OP in the beginning, and Rogue is somewhere in the middle. But here is a trick. Barbarian will actually shine later, closer to the end game, because Barbarian has 4 weapon slots and 2 200 weapons, and it's insane. And Barbarian can use 4 legendary powers on the character and always apply them. And since we were playing only till level 25, you were not having probably all the legendary powers yet, all the buffs, all the sick items on Barbarian. That's why Barbarian could feel a bit weak, and from my experience, Barbarian also doesn't have kind of clear path how to progress, how to build the character. With Sorceress, it's the other way around. Sorceress is starting quite powerful and quite strong, and Sorceress also unlocking enchantment system really early in the game. So Sorceress can use the enchantment slot. It's basically one new skill, and Sorceress will be able to use even more. And that's why it's creating the feeling that Sorceress is so strong, but Barbarian haven't even unlocked his specialization. So when Barbarian is reaching level 15, Barbarian can unlock the mastery slot in his gear, but to unlock it, he needs to complete a special quest, which was not in Fractured Peaks in the area that we were playing. That's why Barbarian is really unlucky in this situation. But it is good because every character in Diablo 4 designed in the unique way. They all don't have this, they have their own way of progression, which means that it's okay. One is starting slower, the second one is starting quick, basically. And I personally, I really enjoy it. This is giving you the feeling of uniqueness of a character, of the build, of a character that you are playing. And I get it. I mean, everyone is starting in their own way, becoming powerful in different situations, and you're using them for different situations. I get it. And I want to warn you, in case Druid open beta, we will be able to play Necromancer and Druid. So warning also from the developers, from me, that Druid specialization connecting with spirits won't be available in the beta, because again, to unlock it, Druid need to travel to the different regions. Cogs Glen, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, you need to travel to the different region and unlock it there, and we won't be able to do it during the beta because we are only in the Fractured Peaks. So the full power of Druid, you won't be able to see it, you won't be able to experience it. But there are still beautiful wolves. Anyway, enjoy the Druid, enjoy the Necromancer, but just be aware that it's not all what's there for the Druid. Druid still has some surprises for you prepared for the launch. Other, of course, cool things that developers are looking into is the quality of life updates, changes. They are actually reading, they are actually gathering all the feedback. I was actually quite surprised because Joe and Rod, guys, Berlin was their last day on the tour. They were already for weeks touring, visiting a lot of cities, talking with a lot of people, constantly talking with press, but at the same time, they were actually really well informed. They were like, we know, we saw this feedback, yes, we know this, we know that was happening. And they seems to be really on touch with the people and with the community. And that's why, guys, your feedback that you are leaving is also, trust me, Diablo team, Diablo team, they're looking, they're checking, and they're trying to make the life of the players better. Now, guys, we're going closer to the ultimate questions, to the ultimate questions. And the first question was about the runes. Early in 2019, when we got the first images of Diablo 4, we saw there the runes. The characters were running around, killing someone, and the runes were dropping. So clearly runes were on the radar in the early versions of Diablo 4, but now they're not there. So what happened? And runes, can we get Runewords? And developers answered on this that yes, they were really looking into the runes and into the Runewords, into the ways how to bring them back in a modern way to the game and how to put them in a good combination with the current itemization system that Diablo 4 presented. And they tried, did a lot of versions, they also tested a lot, and it turned out that the community understands and knows runes and Runewords in one particular way, and to bring it in balance with the current itemization system that there is there in Diablo 4, you would have to change it. And if you're changing it, then it's losing the spirit, the feeling of the actual Runewords system that everyone knows and loves. And if in Diablo 3 sets are dominating, in Diablo 2 Runewords are dominating. And if you don't wanna go, and if you want to bring the new system, the new way how to customize the character, how to build the character, you need to be really careful with those systems. For now, developers decided to go without the Runewords. Again, not necessarily it's forever. Maybe they will bring them later, because the game is alive. The game is not set in stone. Even after the release, the game is released, but it doesn't mean that there are going to be no changes. Once again, they're listening to the community, and they know that it's one of the beloved features of all the Diablo games. So maybe we'll see the runes at some point in the game, but not soon. The other ultimate question: are there gonna be more endgame activities in Diablo 4 the developers didn't share with us? And the answer to this is yes, there will be. Cool. The next one is what is the difference between overpower damage and crit damage. Diablo 4 overall introduced new titles, new stats to the Diablo world, and one of them was, okay, overpower damage. And overpower damage, the answer, has always the same chance of applying, it's 3%. So it is not changing, doesn't depend on the critical hit chance. It's always have 3% chance to apply. And developers are adding it and adding different stats to also give you the variety of your life, to give you the opportunity to build, to progress via different stats, to combine them together, to put them how you want together, and to maximize the joy of building truly your character in the game. The other ultimate question was about the gem tab. Our developers are looking into, is there an opportunity to add the gem tab into the game? Because currently in our inventory we have an inventory slot or inventory tab where there is all the items together plus gems, and also there is consumables, there is quests, and there is aspects. And right now inventory tab is feeling really quick, and the gems are there too much, and we also have to pick up gems, so we don't have enough place in the inventory. And one of the ways how to easy solve this is to add the gem tab for gems, where you can just place the gems carefully. And yeah, developers are looking into this. They will bring this feedback back to the team, and they will try to make it possible. Maybe on release we will see it, but yeah, this idea, they saw this feedback and they will be looking into this. And the next one, ultimate question, is about the farming speed. So in Diablo 3, with the time, Diablo 3 became really fast. You are farming really ultra duper speed, and you have a lot of items that are increasing your movement speed and the speed how fast you are using your skills. Because in Diablo 3 the skills has cooled down, Diablo 4 the skills has cooled down. Well guys, are you working, are you looking in the direction to also increase somehow then later, not on the release but later, the speed of the game? And the answer was that Diablo 4 was placed specifically, intentionally, in terms of speed between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. It's faster than Diablo 2, it's slower, of course, than in Diablo 3. And currently developers are not looking, and they don't want to ultimately increase the speed of the game. They're not planning to add Endgame to the game, which will reset completely the cooldowns of your skills. They want to keep the game in a good place in terms of speed, and to give the player just the feeling that you're not flying through the map, you're not flying through the monsters, through everyone, that you are actually fighting, you're actually exploring, you're actually doing there something in the sanctuary. But of course, with the time, new items will be added, the game will be changing, the game is alive pretty much, yeah, not set in stone once again, and a lot of things will be changing with time. Okay. And the last one, the ultimate question, guys. Now this is the question that everyone was asking. This is the question that you definitely want to know, that you need to know. This is the one, guys. Are there gonna be a cow level? No, sorry, not like this. Where is the cow level exactly? But unfortunately, you also know the answer to this question. There is no cow level. Well, now live with this. But if there is, but there is no. But if there is, but there is no. But if there is, we also told developers that they of course need to voice it properly. All the cows should have developer voices. But there is no cow level, guys. No, I mean, there is no cow level. What can I do? Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Drop your comment below. What do you think? Did you like the questions? Did you like the answers? What do you think so far? Obviously, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And guys, I don't believe that I'm saying this, but tomorrow, open beta, see you. I will be playing Necromancer. Then on Saturday, I will be playing Druids. Then on Sunday, I will be playing them all. The madness is incoming. Happy open beta for you.